Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is Trader Tim from E-mini Mine. Today is December 19, 2016, and this will more than likely be the last market analysis video for 2016. We've got the Christmas holiday coming up this weekend, and then next week will be basically null in the markets. The markets will be open throughout the week, closed a couple of days in observation of the Christmas holiday and New Year's, but for all intents and purposes, there will be very little volume and activity happening in the markets. Friday, this past week, we had options rollover, futures rollover. We had a quadruple witching, so we are through with the December contract and on to March. So, what is in store in the next couple of days? What should we be doing this time of year? Well, I've put a goal setting post and exercise in the description below, and it's a really great way, and this is a great time to start going through, reflecting on your trading throughout this past year and starting to kind of objectify and look at some of the goals that you might have, formulate new goals for 2017. And those in part will be trading goals, but also bigger picture. Start from the top down, looking at the your net worth, your quality of life goals, your big things that are kind of your long-term horizon, and those may or may not change from year to year. Those could be 5 or 10 years, or even 20 years out. Kind of the what are you working towards, and then at the end of each year, trying to set goals that maybe have dates to completion of the end of 2017 to help you reach those bigger, longer term goals. So in trading, there's a lot of different aspects that lead and go into being a successful trader over the long term. And so that article or that blog post I put together really helps kind of create strong trading goals and really helps to build a foundation for the coming year. So let's talk quickly about the markets. As we've rallied up here to new highs, we've started to see a consolidation, a nice triangle pattern, and we are just about at the apex. Tomorrow we don't really have much in terms of news. Wednesday, existing home sales. Thursday, GDP, jobless claims, and Friday, new home sales. That being said, I expect things to perhaps slow down into Friday's trade. So tomorrow on Wednesday, we could have some good trading opportunities. We'll be trading live over at eminimind.com/VIP, and we'll be looking at the markets tomorrow morning in real time, and we'll see what we get for trade setups. But in the longer term, or the daily chart rather, the last week we've sort of gone into this nice triangle formation, and we would expect the resumption to be upwards. If we look at the broader market, so we've got the S&P, pretty decent volume on this sideways consolidation, and then the Dow looks basically identical. The Nasdaq is not quite extended in the same way that the S&P, if we look at where the recent highs were from this summer on the S&P, we're much higher compared to where the Nasdaq has paused at. And then the Russell also looking very strong. If we go to some individual stocks, we can see that they're starting to mimic the broader market. The Apples, the Googles, the Netflix, they've been much weaker than the broader market, and which is why the Nasdaq in particular for the tech stocks is not as strong as the S&P and the Dow, because a lot of these individual names are not breaking out, not making new highs. Netflix starting to look a little bit better as well. And then some of the more seasonal stocks, Home Depot, FedEx looking very good, Best Buy. These stocks are trending higher in a similar fashion to the S&P. So we can kind of look at that as a indication that, well, we've got a bunch of individual stocks setting up to potentially break out, and the S&P has been in a strong bullish formation, now sideways consolidation. So we'll look for a breakout to occur in the next couple of days to take us into basically the end of year's trade. We I won't go too. I'll save a separate video for talking about 2017, and perhaps I'll publish that next week. But in the meantime, we're at the negative 23% target, and so this consolidation is healthy. It gives us a nice base for us to return to, whether it's from a pullback because we have broken out or a bounce because we have sold off. This is a great, healthy market condition to go into this sideways consolidation, just as we did back here in November, and then all the way back in August and September, putting a very strong consolidation period. So we'll be looking at the markets, specifically the ES tomorrow morning, 512 tick chart, looking for some setups, and I encourage you to take a look at the link in the description. Go through the exercises. There's some really great stuff in there that can help you formulate your goals and get on the right track for 2017. Thanks, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.